Dude.
Come on, Hobo Joe.
Alright, okay. I'm coming, and I'm here. Hey there.
Hey, you ready to record?
Record, right? Okay. Yeah, fine.
Let's go.
Ow!
Ow!
You hit into me and it hurt.
No!
Wait, where's my body? My body, my
Here,
head.
heads up.
Oh, thank you. Here, let me give you a hand or an arm or both.
Thank you.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Two of a Bunch podcast.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Joaquin, and enjoy the show. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Two of the Bunch podcast with your host, Liliana.
Hello.
And Joaquin, and your special guest, our special guest, very special, Gabrielle Roman.
Thank you. He means mentally special. Thank you. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very tired. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good, right, Lily?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing good, but, we're doing bad behind
All right,
cameras.
come
All right, so, Liliana, would you care to explain why Gabrielle Roman is here with us today?
So, our lovely cousin, also an incredible BKFC fighter, has a fight coming up. And so we wanted to interview her. So, Joe, you have any...
Huh? Which ones? Which ones? It depends because they just started some. Yeah, but for the bare knuckle, which ones you looking at? All right, then yeah, because they started a hockey one too.
Really?
Yeah, I think they had like their first bare knuckle hockey card. I think like last week or this past week.
Bare knuckle hockey?
How does that work?
So they're fighting on ice. That's exactly what it's called.
That's
I'm not even
crazy.
joking.
That's crazy.
I'm not joking.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
No, bare knuckle on ice.
Yeah, no, it's so they're wearing hockey equipment, but they have no gloves on and they're just going at it. Like, yeah, and once they get to the ground, obviously they stop the fight, they get back, and then they just.
Well, those blades on
going
on the skates is.
I know that's like, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it
That's
just because I
crazy.
don't know how to even stand up in one of those things. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither would I. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's like a legit thing. So, yeah.
It's just.
Yeah.
That's living in my brain forever.
The thing is that usually people say that UFC is like the most, I guess, professional. And at first I was like, oh, come on, that's just bias. But then in boxing, they do nothing but cheat.
Yeah.
Like, they cheat nonstop. Like, it's blatant. BKFC has got its own weird things that it
Skating.
does.
I feel like everything you can find,
Something
and
weird in.
especially in this world, the way that it works, there's some type of, it's just some people, organizations are better at hiding it than others. So.
Yeah.
Well, Dana White unslapping people for.
Oh my
the
gosh.
slap.
I got
The
offered.
slap dude. Really?
I got offered a fight for that.
It's probably not
yeah,
good.
I'm not even joking. Like they offered me a fight. This was like I think it was to fight Paige. They didn't give me the opponent's name, but I know that shortly after I had respectfully declined, Paige, that ex-UFC fighter, got offered a fight. She was fighting, so I'm pretty sure they were trying to match her for that, and she's fought bare knuckle. So, but I said. I was like, oh, I appreciate the offer, but all due respect, if I get hit in the face, it's gonna be because I didn't defend myself, not because I gave somebody a free shot.
Yeah,
So,
I highly agree.
no, you can offer me $1 million, zillion, $1 billion. I'm not letting that fly.
Yeah.
So,
I might actually.
yeah,
I'm
you're
like-
smarter than me.
I'm like confused and at the same time impressed by the idea.
Yes,
Because it's like, why would anybody allow that to happen to themselves? But at the same time, when you see how strong they are, all they did was slap you. Like, it's crazy. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
yeah. I don't know if this is completely accurate, but I know it's about 5 pounds, or it only takes about 5 pounds of pressure to the chin to knock somebody out. So if like you're smacking somebody with that same, those are scary knockouts too. The way that they just fold and like,
Yeah.
oh, thank God it's covered. Like they got really like
Yeah,
Although it depends how much they like you, though, because there was this one guy that they were all annoyed with, and they let him hit his face on the table, then fall back on the floor. So if they're not taking care of you, then they're not taking care of you. But
yeah. I've seen
wait,
one guy get
he did it
smashed.
purposely? Like
It
he
looked like-
purposely like
no, it looked like the people who were supposed to catch him just let him fall because he hit the table and then fell backwards, and then he even like jumped to catch him or anything.
I've seen people, like,
he must have pissed
stood up,
somebody
like-
off. He
He
must
was-
he was in a
everyone
bag
hated
or
him.
something.
Not
There
a
you
single
go.
person liked him.
But Dito, that's still messed up. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have tried to catch the man. Like
It was
That's some-
bad.
yeah, no, that's somebody's son. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, some old lady like, yeah, somewhere.
What?
oh my god.
Someone's son. I thought of an old
I'm
lady.
not sure that.
Oh
would
no,
make
I
you
got
happy,
somebody's
though.
son from Kayla Harrison from her little interview thing. She was
I
like, "That's
see.
somebody's son," and it was during a power slap when somebody
Yeah.
got knocked out.
That's funny.
Well, you see someone's son. I thought of an old lady like, yeah, and like sitting somewhere. Like,
Enjoying
old
it
lady.
in the
Why would
background.
Be happy.
what? No, that's, I don't know.
She's got a long, very angry life. She's very bitter.
I love watching get spanked. Yeah.
Yeah, bare knuckles. Kind of. It depends the fight is if it's exciting. Some people just get like hit, and like they can't get it because they didn't expect to get hit by a bare fist.
Yes,
Some
and then
of
some
them it's
people
just like people come in like they weren't even prepared.
Yeah, like they needed a fight, so they got some guy from IHOP just like.
I think it's more of that's very true. You're stupid. Your laugh, yo. I feel like a lot of people just underestimate bare knuckle too, like just the aspect of it really getting hit in the face. Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
normal, you know, like you
Yeah.
got people watching fights and UFC, boxing, they're like, "Oh, this guy's stupid. He should have did this." But like
Yeah.
actually stepping in there and then wait till you get rocked, and then let alone without any padding, like you just got bone to bone.
Yeah.
and
It's
then-
probably one of the most brutal ones out there because there's not. It's the least amount of cushioning on your hands.
yeah, it's nothing.
So it's
you ain't
like-
got no cushioning.
Yeah, there's like no protection. Every single time that I see somebody and they're like, "Oh, I could do that," or like, "Really? That's what knocked you?" I think of this movie, Here Comes the Boom.
I love that movie.
Yeah. So
I
do you
love
remember
that.
the part where she's
What?
like, he's got your arm and you're like tapping
Oh,
it out. That part. I
yes.
think of that part every time. Like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, but
I don't understand. When you are asking me out, you are as stubborn as a badger. And then with this guy, he grabbed your hand and you're like, I give up in 2 seconds.
Okay. First of all, it's stubborn as a mule. It's a mule. Second of all, he had me in an arm bar.
it was an awesome movie, and that part was awesome too. Yeah, but no, you're absolutely right. That's the same thing too. Actually, I was commenting something on Instagram. I forgot, it was somebody had posted. Sometimes, I'm definitely taking this out of context, but the point to what this man was trying to say was that sometimes other people can give you criticism, like you have to learn how to take criticism and stuff. And then I absolutely 100% agree. But when it comes to this particular career choice, it's not like your normal like type of job, like, oh, your boss is an asshole, or you like, no, you're dealing with you're dealing with different types of issues and problems.
Right.
So I forgot where I was getting to the point of this. I'm so sorry. My brain is like, I'm so half asleep.
Okay.
So what were we saying before that? I'm sorry.
Critiquing when you really
Oh.
don't know anything about it.
It's okay if you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you don't really like how you and Theo, like you guys, but you sit there, they don't see all the hours and all the analytics and the researching, and they don't see everything behind all of those times and that you put into actually sit there and be able to say, this is my fighter and this is for this reason, you know, like that takes time, that takes actual effort, and that's different. So if you were to tell me like, Nani, you need to keep your hand up and stop being a dumbass, you know, and I'm gonna listen to you because you're right, you know. But if somebody else who's never done any of that and just watched a couple fights every now and then, I'm just gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, just please, like, okay, please walk away. Like, just, it's frustrating, especially after you're not doing so well.
Yeah.
You lost the fight. It happened to me a couple times. I'm just like, listen, just get out my face. Get out
Yeah.
my
Yeah, they
face.
tell someone how to
Because it's
swim.
hard-
and
it's
you,
hard to
you
know.
don't know how to swim.
Exactly. Like you don't know what you're doing.
You don't know anything. Like,
Like you can end up making them drown because you don't know what you're doing either.
Right.
So
Facts.
it's really interesting to hear people like say that you should do this when they know nothing about what you're trying to do. And it goes for everything and everything. People do stuff like that. But it is true that people can watch and understand some of it at least.
absolutely, yeah, because you just, it's like anything. You go to school for something, you study it. That's not, you don't have to be in the game to know the game.
Right.
You have to study it though. So if you put in the work and cool, go for it. But if you're not, then sit back. Let the professionals do their thing. Like even if we're getting our butts whooped, like we're in there, you know, we're in there. So
No.
yeah.
So, what made you want to do the BKFC?
Originally, when I had first heard the opportunity of a tryout and it was bare knuckle, I was like, there's no way that this is real. And I automatically, even I wasn't even right with God at that point in my life. And I automatically felt like this is God trying to like tell me to do this, or this is for me. And I know a lot of people feel like that with a lot of different things, but like I just knew, you know, I was like, I was built for this. I was so built for this. And it was just like forward from there. That was really how it started.
How hard or how often do you train a week?
Ooh, so that's a new, we just developed a new schedule actually right now. I train Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, Fridays in the afternoons. I train Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in the mornings.
Okay.
So I'm very tired. I'm not used to it yet. So
Yeah.
we just doubled up on we just started doing during the week, the morning sessions, and extra miles. So I'm tired. I can't even fake it. I'm there. So, yeah. But it's good. It's really good. You can see it, the benefits. I'm able to do things and move, and I feel like a fighter, and I don't feel like I'm half-assing. I don't feel like fake.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you you feel like you don't feel like
You're really giving it your all.
yeah,
Yeah.
as much as I thought I was working before
Mhm.
in training and putting in and effort and energy, I didn't realize till after this past fight how much I wasn't working, you know?
Yeah.
And how much more I could have been doing. And now that I'm actually just not being full of shit, I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. So now that I'm not being full of it, I'm not lying to myself. I'm so tired. But I'm very happy. I'm a very happy tired, and I'm so looking forward to this fight.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes you don't know how little you're getting done until you actually somebody's coming in and helping you go so much more. It's honestly for me with studying for college. It's I'm doing enough, and then I'm like, bro, I didn't even learn anything. I didn't learn a thing, and then I actually sit there and study. I'm like, oh, I could have done this. This is not simpler in the way that if I had just done it, it would have been easier. Because what I was doing before was definitely easier. But when you just put your time and effort into it, it's it wasn't as horrible as you were making it in your head, or it wasn't so difficult that you weren't able to do it. Because sometimes you stop yourself because you're like, I can't do that. But once you see that you can do it. And then it's not holding you back that you're not good enough or you can't do it.
Mm-hmm. That's actually one of the big keys that was for me, at least. And I didn't even realize I should have known better, because it's definitely a part of one of my flaws where I'm not worthy, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not so I should have known that a part of me was actually kind of, but I didn't see it. So now I'm remembering that it's not me. No matter how much I can do, that at the end of the day, if God is going to allow me, or if I'm going to win, then cool. But I have to, what's that Bible verse? Do things as if you're doing it for Christ. I tell the boys that all the time. And now I'm actually doing it. So now that I'm actually doing it, I swear, even this morning when I was doing miles before training, I was I pictured Jesus at the end of the freaking road, because I just wanted him to stop, pass out, and throw up. And I was just all right, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to get to the end. And then once we got it to the end, I didn't even stop. I just put my hands up. Why? Because you got to keep going as if God, you're doing it for God. So it sounds crazy, but now
No, it
I'm
makes
at
perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm at that point where, all right, and that's the only way it works. So
Yeah. Sometimes when you're doing it for somebody else, especially if you're trying to do it for Jesus, it just helps you push through.
Right.
It reminds me, thinking that you're not able to do it reminds me of a movie called Facing the Giants. It's supposed to be a Christian movie. You should watch it with the boys. It's really good. But there's a scene in the movie where he has, I think the kid is on the defense. So the coach has a kid that's on defense.
Okay.
And he
about
usually
football, by the way.
quits. Yeah, he usually quits. And he said something to him. I think it was being disrespectful back to the kid. No, the kid was being disrespectful to the coach. So he was like, fine, you're going to do this thing. Basically, they put one kid on their shoulders, and then they kind of mountain crawl to the end of the football field. So you start from one side, and usually they don't go the whole football field, but he was like, bro, you're doing the whole football field. And he's like, I can't make it that far.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
impossible.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're going to do it. And he keeps on being disrespectful back. So he's like, bro, you're doing it. He blindfolds him, puts the kid on his back, and he gets like halfway. He's like, I can't do this. And he forces him to keep on going. By the time that he could tell the kid couldn't do it anymore, he let the kid stop. He was within an arm's reach of the end zone. And he proved to the kid that he's always telling himself he can't do it, that he can't keep on going. But he can if he just tries. And when he's not trying, he's not only hurting himself, he's also hurting his team because he has a team sport that he's, and he was the captain. So if you think you're not going to be able to do it, everybody who has to follow under you, of course, doesn't think that they can do it. You're supposed to be the leader. You need to encourage them to keep on going. It's
That's
one of my
beautiful.
favorite parts of that movie.
Yeah.
It's such a great movie.
Well, you already mentioned that your biggest inspiration for fighting is God.
Yeah.
So in the fighting world, like from UFC, boxing, BKFC, who
Real quick,
is-
is the boys. Is
All right,
God and the boys.
God and the
I,
boys.
boys. No, I just wanted to make
Right.
it clear because the boys are motivational. They actually the reason why I stayed in this career because I've quit. I wanted to quit, and I thought about it, and I've told them I was actually planning on quitting, and they were like, "No, mom, this is the devil. This is the devil trying to make you stop." So I kept going because of them.
Right.
It's just in those moments where like you're the pushing and the training and the stuff like that. In those moments, you start talking to yourself and you're like, I'm not going to be good enough to be able to do this, to be able to provide for my family the way that I need to or the way that I can. And it's like that constant thing.
In your
so
head, yep.
when I focus on God, it's like all of that is like, none of that matters. That's God is going to take care of us. That's already like, I need to focus on what I can do and what I can control.
Right.
And then that's where I am mentally. I just wanted to say that the boys are definitely part of like
No, that makes perfect sense.
motivation. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
So what is your biggest in the fighting world? Like as a fighter from boxing, UFC, or any like fighting anything, what is your like biggest inspiration of a fighter? Like what inspires you to fight like that?
Does it
person?
have to be a real, like, an actual person?
No.
Like, can it
Why
be
not?
an anime?
Like, whatever you
Because
want
it's
to
a
do.
really
Whatever
an
you want.
anime. You see that?
Is that
Right there?
who's that?
Hajime no Ippo. It's Hajime no Ippo. Sorry. So he's my inspiration. Yo. So, all right. So,
Is that the Japanese Little Mac almost, right?
yes. Wait, what? Little what?
Little Mac
I don't know what that is.
from Punch Out, the old Nintendo game, Little Mac.
It sounds familiar. But it's
green
Japanese.
gloves, green. Yeah, but I
No,
know.
no,
He's
he's
like the
gonna-
Japanese Little Mac's a scrawny little boxer.
Send
Why
it to
did
me
you
'cause
let
I have
her
no idea
explain
what-
it?
No, but send it to
So-
me because that sounds interesting.
Oh, it's a video
It's a
game.
video game.
Oh, it's a video game.
It's an old video
Oh,
game
you
from
said
like Nintendo.
Damn, I'm so sorry, bro.
It's alright.
I'm sorry, my brain, bro.
But he's a scrawny little boxer who fights people like twice his size.
Oh, that's Ippo. Yeah, that's
exactly.
Ippo. But he's so Ippo. He was bullied, and then he learned how to fight to defend himself. And he got addicted to boxing. For my life, I learned to fight because I wanted to defend my mom and my sister. So yeah, and then so that that similarities, and then the way he is as a fighter, like in the ring. So it's this just the whole mental, like I gotta get back up and get back up, even if like it's just to lose, I'm gonna get back up, and it's definitely who I am as a fighter. Like you've seen it in my fights, like I'm gonna get back up, but I mean even when I lose, I'm gonna get back up. Like
Yep.
One thing Theo always said to me when I was little, and he used to coach our rec team. He was like, walk it off. So in my head, sometimes I'm like, I gotta walk this shit off. Like, so it sucks, but it's definitely Hajime no Ippo for sure. I love Hajime no Ippo. He's very inspirational, and it's just a cartoon and anime, but it means a lot to me. So
You know what one of our greatest presidents who was a boxer was?
John F. Kennedy.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt. I know it was one of the Theodore Roosevelt. I know it was
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Okay,
Theodore,
hold
yeah.
on. I was like, which one is the bad one?
There's
right?
Franklin.
No, wait.
Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR. He's a freaking dumb
FDR.
robot, I guess you can
was
say.
that one.
Like, that's the bad one.
Okay.
Theodore Roosevelt
Got
is
it.
Teddy Roosevelt, and he actually hated being called Teddy. But what he wanted, that's a different subject, bro. Stop.
Stop.
Theodore Roosevelt was bullied as a child, and he wanted to learn how to box so he could punch kids in the face whenever they bothered him.
I would have never assumed that guy was bullied as a kid.
Theodore
ever.
Roosevelt, he was asthmatic, he was scrawny, he was weak. Our Manly's president.
I feel that as
Was-
medical.
I mean, it makes sense too if you
his
think
mom
about
didn't
it.
want him learning though.
That's
She didn't want him
usually
expressing
what
violence.
most fighters are like. Their parents don't want them to learn, or the opposite. They grew up in a really bad neighborhood,
Right.
and they'd rather them fight than end up in a gang.
Right.
So they made the kids fight,
Yep. So
and then they ended up being
she
UFC fighters.
wanted-
Like that wasn't the point. That's not what we wanted you to do
Well,
in
she
your
didn't want him
life.
fighting at all because she didn't want to condone violence to her son. But he was like, "But shouldn't I be able to defend myself?"
Absolutely.
And she was like, "All right, fine." And eventually, Theodore Roosevelt got to the point where if someone would talk down to him or try to like mess with this guy, that he would box you immediately. Like, let's box. Like when he was president, like at 40 or 50, one of his like generals would telling him that he didn't know what he was talking about. Although Teddy was the Rough Rider leader in this battle of San Juan Hill, he's Theodore Roosevelt, the Rough Rider. So he was like, "Oh, you want to box? Let's box." He had a boxing ring in the White House to box.
He
And
had a
beat the guy.
freaking boxing ring in the White House.
Yeah, and he beat the guy. Take this can. And then the guy's
Trump.
like, fine.
Trump. Hey, excuse me, Mr. President. I know you're gonna do the UFC, and we need a boxing ring in the White House. I'm just saying, if it could be a circle. You feel me? Call me. Sorry. But that would be cool.
That
Bare
would be-
knuckle
that
in the
would be cool.
freaking White House. Oh my God, I'll do it for free. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Let's see if Connor can.
But
work that
that's
out.
sick. I love how you know so much with history. Like that's
Some of the only things I can remember is about history. Yeah, Abraham
Oh,
Lincoln
really?
was
dude,
he
that's
fought like
sick.
300 times, only lost once. Abraham Lincoln. He's a wrestling Hall of Fame.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
You don't learn those little cool facts in school. Like, oh man, I can't wait to teach the boys that.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln was crazy.
That's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Speaking of your boys, if they ever wanted to fight, is that something that you would let?
You know they already asked.
Did they?
I not they already asked. So Julian, like professionally, you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Julian wants to do bare knuckle.
Mm.
I know I don't want him doing it. So since I don't want him doing it, but he's eventually gonna be a grown ass man in his own life, I'm gonna have him start conditioning in certain ways to prepare him better for bare knuckle. So
That makes perfect sense.
yeah, because there's things he can start now that'll just make him unstoppable in
Yeah.
the future. But it has to start now. So
Right.
if he does, then he'll be prepared. If he doesn't, then cool. I don't want him to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want no, absolutely not. But yeah, my big baby.
Baby.
I would say do boxing, but they cheat so much. It's like
I'm gonna eventually open up my own organization and promotion, excuse me, and because I am tired and fed up with the way that things are.
yeah.
Like, and then also, you see, it's just everywhere. So,
Yeah.
it's just everywhere. No,
Don't do taekwondo. That's a
Taekwondo
horrible
is not a
idea.
good idea.
no.
Taekwondo is good fighting wise. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's
it really is. But it's very dangerous.
Oh, yeah,
I think
there's
it's
no padding.
cool for like movies and
It's
like,
awesome for
yeah,
movies.
like it's so
Taekwondo is
dope.
intense.
Like,
But like I do it. I have a belt in Taekwondo. And
Nice.
Taekwondo is good, but
Mm-hmm.
no, there's no padding, and I've been kicked in the shin by
And
a
I was
black belt,
watching-
and I felt it through the padding.
with the taekwondo.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
deserved
I've
it.
seen tournaments and they'll kick kids in their face and like there's no guard for their face. There's nothing.
there's nothing. Yeah,
It's not a good idea, especially for somebody that's working at BKFC. There are no kicks.
Right.
You're not working on your leg strength at
Right,
all.
Taekwondo
Something
is
that would be
mostly kicks. There
huge.
isn't much.
Exactly. Something that's huge in kicks. Why would you go and transfer to that unless you've been preparing?
Right.
But speaking of moving fightings, if you could move to like boxing or UFC, or maybe if you just want to stay, what would you do?
I would do boxing.
Okay.
I've always loved boxing. My sperm donor, he used to be somewhat of a boxer, and he was into boxing, so I kind of like I wanted to do it, and then growing up, I didn't want to do it anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
So I just used to fight elsewhere, and then boxing would definitely. It would be boxing. I don't know. I just like to fight, man. Like I just want, but I don't like to hurt people. So there's a balance. Like it's so weird. That's one of the things that I've been struggling with, like as in this career, being a born again Christian and trying to figure out how not to.
Kill the person.
No, not kill the person. Just like how are you? Like, that was actually very funny. I don't know why. That's my brain. I'm telling you, that was awesome. No.
Just try not to hurt the person so severely.
Yeah, because like that's still a person.
Yeah.
So like, how do you not? It's so like I don't know how to explain it.
No,
Because
I
when
get what
I
you're
fought,
saying.
you kind of like you let go of, in a way, caring about the person that's standing in front of you. You know,
I think you do, but I think you don't at the same time. Because I've seen so many times these people, it depends on who they are as a human being. In the fight, they fight like they're going to win, like they don't care. But the second they realize that the person is hurt, I think if you're a good person, you innately just start slowing down or stop stopping or just looking at the ref like, do I keep on going?
yeah.
The amount of times I've seen fighters and they're like piecing the person up, but once they see the person is not well, they're like, ref, do you want me to stop? And then they'll keep on going. I have seen people that are just heartless and they'll keep on going even if the ref is pulling out their arm to get off.
Yeah.
But I think if you're just a good human being, you innately just stop.
I meant more for training, not fighting.
Training wise, yes. That's
Fighting is easier because it's like, all right, I gotta get you out of here. So
Yeah.
like, and I mean, you've seen it. I'm very respectful, but it's more of the training because then, like, in order for you to prepare for those fights, you have to put yourself in like actual life trainings. And
Right,
for
right.
me, I've always had difficulty of like not forgetting, but like I said
Yeah.
before, like somewhat not caring about the person in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and again, I don't mean this in a weird way. Like, it sounds messed up, but I don't care
No,
about the
yeah.
person in front of me when I'm fighting,
right.
but I do.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my team, it's like, how do you
Balance
and
that.
then as well as I get these things where, all right, I'll say it. The other day, not even the other day, I used to have an ex-teammate who told me, you say you love God, you say that you believe in the Bible, but you sit here and you fight. You know? So then it's like, all right, well, first,
Well, God wrestled somebody, so.
true, but he's also a man. But unfortunately, in this world, I should know how to defend myself, especially as a single mother. If this world was the way that God had
Planned
it to be, then of course, yeah, awesome. But it's not. Like
Right.
we have free will. We've done a lot of crap to this world. So, it's finding that balance.
Right.
You know, it's trying to find like, all right, but this is this, and trying to explain that to someone who already thinks that what you believe is crap and
Yeah.
fake, and then I like not knowing like how to elaborate, and I'm already like, you know, I don't know how to explain things correctly
Yeah.
the way that I can hear or know them in here. So like.
Yeah.
It's difficult to try to be like, God is real. You need Jesus. He saved my life. I am a monster without him. But you can still do this fighting stuff. And, you know, like
Yeah, I know what
that.
you're saying.
So I've been struggling with that. I was, not anymore, because God has put a lot of clarity in it.
Yeah.
But like I said, focus on him. Like I've been trying to do it on my own. I've been
Right.
trying to figure things out on my own instead of, all right, chill out, bro. Like, what are you doing? You don't. I don't know nothing. You're not gonna do nothing. Like, just sit down and relax. Like, just you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's hard because it's like I'm always stuck on. I'm used to. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out. Like, so God got me, and I'm just not used to that. So
Makes perfect sense.
yes,
It does.
yeah. I mean, not that he hasn't always been there, but you know. So I just didn't know or.
Yeah.
Has told his disciples to take up arms.
True. Yes.
You to defend yourself.
Absolutely.
But in a fight, when you put yourself in a ring, does that
Yeah,
really
yeah,
get
Yes,
that
that's
is kind of
different.
That's
But I feel
different.
like it's okay only because the other person is willingly putting themselves
Yeah.
in there too. So like it's okay because of those circumstances. Just like back in the days where men used to just fight for fun or
Yeah.
for war, like preparing whatever
I
the
feel
case
like
is.
it's for fun. Like, obviously, some people do it to make money because they need the money. But
Some people
like
die.
most people, it's for fun.
Yes.
And so as long as you're not trying to actually like harm the human being,
Correct.
like it's not bad. It's not the same.
Yes.
It's not like you're trying to murder the human being.
And then it gets it's somewhat, but some of the things that we believe as Christians and then the worldly stuff, it clashes, and then
Right.
it seems hypocritical. For example, like one of my teammates the other day sent a post saying I guess a fighter said his wife isn't coming. She's gonna stay home where she belongs to clean, cook and clean, or stay home where she belongs. That's what he said, something like that. And they wrote, "Oh, this is bull or whatever," and I was like, "Well, technically, he's not wrong." I was like, so I was like, but with the years and years, but with demons and saying their goals getting accomplished from hundreds of years, of thousands of years, we're living in the accumulation of succeeded minor goals into bigger goals. So, but you know what I mean. So I was trying, I said that. And I genuinely, I thought it was funny because I was like, and nobody's doing shit about it. So, because nobody's doing shit about it. But then again, I'm the professional fighter. I'm the one sitting in this. And I'm yet a woman in this industry saying women should be home. Women should be home. Right. Why wouldn't we want to be home though? I want to be taken care of. I want to provide for take care of my family, because providing at the end of the day, yes, men, but you're going to tell me you're going to pay my bills. You're going to treat me like a queen, and all I have to do is love you and do everything that I would be doing already? Taking care of my responsibilities, respecting you, taking care of my kids? What? It's just what's the problem here? How is this a problem?
People don't realize that there's a balance to that stuff. And in the example of you are taking care of your kids at home. You're even homeschooling them and taking care of them. Plus, you need to be the provider as a single mom. So there is a balance to all of that. So what he says sounds right, and I don't know if,
he could have, but then
a little bit. But even so, he's still right. Not everybody needed to get on his butt about it.
No, and it's at the end of the day, we all love to. This is America, freedom of speech.
America.
Yeah. What happened to freedom of speech? I'm not gonna like what you say a lot of the times, but who cares? That's his man's life. His wife, he's got a wife. She's obviously with that man. Yeah. Leave her alone.
I think feminism is the worst thing that ever happened to women.
Agreed. Personally. I was definitely a victim of that as well. I mean, not a victim.
Susan B. Anthony actually did nothing
dumbass.
for feminism, really.
There are phases to feminism. It's literally called phases.
Susan B. Anthony actually didn't do much for voting, because she did change some people's minds.
No, I agree. She
but
really
they passed
didn't do
all
it
the
to
laws
Susan
when
B.
she was
Anthony.
dead. They did everything actually when she was dead. She flicked the pebble, and eventually that pebble just
Yeah, but to be fair, if you don't
over the
speak,
boulder.
then it's not going to do anything.
Right. So she did something, but everyone gives her the credit for everything. But at the end of the day, it was men that gave women the right to vote, because they voted.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
need men.
The men voted
but
for
this
it.
world is so big on trying to act like men aren't needed or they're not as important as women. I'll be damned.
Everything's a balance, and you can't just men treated women this way in an era, which they didn't. But let's say they did. How are you going to punish men of now for what they did then?
Right.
And it's the same thing with the race thing. How can you punish people of this certain color now when they had slaves all the way back then? Also, don't act like the slave trade didn't start in Africa.
Exactly. I was about to say that's inaccurate anyway. Why wouldn't you be mad at everybody? We were all enslaved by our own people.
Yeah, we
were all enslaved by our own people.
Well, slavery did start. Not out of racism though.
It was never out of that. It was out of need of money.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was money.
The Egyptians started enslaving people like Israelites and the Persians because
they didn't see each other as
it was
people.
let's not have the we gotta build the pyramids and people die building the pyramids. So instead of having our people, let's just go down there, get their people, and they'll build the pyramids so we don't die.
It was just a need.
Right.
It was just a need. But
it wasn't outrageous. It was you're from somewhere else that my
people
not
they didn't care about you as much because you're not family. You're not this.
Exactly.
Or when they did it because the African people go to the different tribes and grab people from. It was just
and also, that's the whole world for the Zulus and the Zombies. They didn't know there was other countries.
Yeah, but
they thought African tribes, that was their planet. Basically.
I don't remember if it was the Spanish
and English came over, and
it was one specific that came first, and I think it was the Spanish that came first. Yeah. When Spain first came to Africa, they're like, "Okay, guys, what do you have?" And they're like, "We have slaves," and they had never heard of it at that point. They were like, "What's that?"
Yeah, because it died out in Europe in that area. Because Rome had
it wasn't even a thing.
Well, no, Rome
they started it. No, they had slaves, but it wasn't quite the same.
Right, slave trading started in Africa.
Exactly.
Africa.
So they were like, "What is that?" And then they introduced it to them. But again, let's say it was the whites that had started this type of thing. Right. How are we punishing somebody for something their
Just because it looked like
ancestors
the
did.
person.
Exactly.
And isn't that
Yeah, no,
racism?
that's
Like
ridiculous.
you're
When I-
blaming them for being
Exactly.
this
I used to
race.
listen to Tucker Carlson before he went crazy. I used to listen to Tucker all the time. I had it was bad. He said he was arguing with somebody, and he said, "Wait, you're blaming me because I look like these people?
Yeah.
This isn't my fault. Those are people who look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Say if I blame you for something that somebody else did that it looks exactly like you,
It's different from you actually doing an action versus
people that from your same
from someone
lineage.
else. Yeah, like that's like me getting blamed for something my mother or my father did.
Right. If
like,
I remember, yeah, because the black guy yelling at him. So if I remember, the Zulus went to other tribes and killed kids.
oh no, I know.
killed women, so,
Yeah,
like,
I heard
what's your
about
point?
that. Your mother actually taught me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like everyone. There's not one people in the world that hasn't done something evil before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Not one.
before you get mad at me for what enslaving your great great grandpappy, then how about when you killed your own people?
Like,
Yeah.
we're supposed to live in an inclusive, like, loving time. But if you're not giving forgiveness to everyone, then you're not being inclusive.
Exactly.
Like, some people get exonerated
And
for
being
the horrible
hypocritical,
behavior.
not to
Yeah.
Yes.
to say at the same time.
It's just weird, the time we live in.
Yeah.
I feel
We're
like
definitely
it's
living in
incredibly
the Book of
backwards.
Revelations, like for sure. Like in the beginning, at least something.
Yeah.
Like because
There are signs of the revelation. Like,
What?
Yeah. But either way, we won't be here for that.
I don't think we will be.
No,
I think
we'll already be raptured by then if it is coming today. Like if we don't know.
no. What
but-
I'm
No,
saying
no.
is, I think there are hints to it, and the Bible talks about like there are times that people are going to think is like pre-revelation times, but they're not.
Right.
Because again, it's gonna come like a thief in the night. You're not gonna even know it's gonna happen.
I have been reading the Bible a lot lately, and it is like, and a really like like people say the Bible's boring, which I find
Yeah.
is so stupid
That's-
because everything like ties in at the end. It's like you're reading a book. Okay.
It's
Okay,
if you're
then,
reading,
that
no,
ties
it's
in with
Yes.
that.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
reading something, but you don't know the meaning. If you don't
Right.
know the meaning, of course
Oh,
it's
yeah.
boring. But bro, you're missing something then.
Yeah.
It's like so the other day, not the other day, actually like a few months ago, we were at Impact, which is our youth group. And when we were at youth group, we were in our small group, and the girls were saying something about being on the retreat, and they were reading together, and how they felt fed, like they were really like connecting. However, even though the passage didn't make any sense whatsoever, I was like, They were all reading like in I think it was Exodus. They were reading. I don't remember where they said they were reading, but they were talking about money and the currency, and they're like, "Why does this matter at all? It doesn't make any sense because, of course, it's not our currency, so they don't understand it, and it doesn't feel like it connects at all." But so what I said to them was like, "Girls, everything that's in the Bible is put there for a reason. So even if it doesn't make sense, it's there for some reason. Maybe it has a significance. Maybe it has some type of symbolic meaning. Maybe it's just in there as proof that God was real, so that they could go, wait, this is the currency they use at this time, and this can be attributed to this, and this is what that equivalent would be now. So it's all in there for some reason, and just because it doesn't make any sense doesn't mean that it's not important.
Right.
So they're like, oh. Because, like, you had the leaders there with you. How did nobody say this to you?
Yeah, seriously.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we stopped going there.
I don't blame you.
I wanted to go because I would feel hey
You cannot.
Jeff,
You don't
stop.
have a mic, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff.
I kind of stopped go. Well, I wanted to stop going because I didn't feel like I was learning anything.
It didn't feel
I
like we were
sometimes-
learning.
It's because you got your mom and your dad.
Also,
That's
yeah,
why.
and also it's just kind of, I was getting tired of teenagers.
I don't blame that either.
They're so annoying. I try to surround myself with teenagers I like, but there's always teenagers I don't like.
Okay, come on.
I'm
You're
like-
speaking too low.
Those teenagers I don't like. I surround myself with the ones I do like. But I had a point.
Thank God.
Okay. But yeah, people are out of context. They don't read stuff in context.
Yeah.
And then, but no, that's not true. They do anything they feel like is important to them in context.
That
They
is
will know
true.
anything
They
about
add stuff.
their social media site and contents, about their favorite artists.
But that's
in
what I'm
context,
saying. You
but
keep
they
on
won't
looking.
know anything about the Bible in context because it isn't their God.
Yeah, sometimes you replace things and make it your God.
Right.
You put
Any-
other things in place of
If
God.
you only have God there for like 2 times a week, like for them, it's probably just like youth group and then that's it. Then that's not a God. That's a hobby for you. That's
Yeah.
something you do every now and then on the weekend.
Mhm.
if you do it constantly and your life revolves around that, then that is no longer a hobby, that is a lifestyle. But if you listen to, I don't know, Boys to Men or something every single day, which I'm not saying it's bad to listen to Boys to Men every single day.
Yeah, you're
I'm
just
saying
saying
if you
that's
listen
the
to
thing
it
you
every
do.
single day and you don't give any time to your actual God, then automatically Motown Philly is now your worship song. You're worshiping them, which isn't their fault. It's you idolizing it.
Yeah.
You can take a twig and worship it, which we've seen all over, but it's not the twig's fault. It's not the tree's fault.
Yeah.
The tree just put his twig on the floor, and you took it, and it was like, it's precious.
The thing with today is that people are like, well, I didn't have time to read, but you have a phone. Like, put something on, like, what is it called? Audiobook. It doesn't even have to be a, like, reading of the Bible. It can be a reading of a really good book that talks about the Bible. It could be a podcast about the Bible. It could be, like, a pastor that's actually a good pastor, like Jack Hibbs or something. Like, somebody
you have
that's
a
good.
phone, and you're on it. That's time.
That's true. If you're scrolling, if that's all you're doing, scrolling
I have
on
no
the phone.
time right now, but you're on scrolling on InstaFace. You have time, obviously,
Instaface.
to just get on the Bible app, which is somewhere in 3 pages down in a file that you kept somewhere.
Yeah. It's about, again, you think you can't, but once you step back and you realize, oh, wait, I can, though. I totally can. I have access to all this stuff. Then you start realizing how much you're not doing.
Right.
But I was going to say 2 things. One, I feel like the Bible, as much as I know, is because of mom and dad. Like, they're the ones teaching me. Like, I know so much just because they taught me so much.
Right.
But the second thing is that you could tell that these kids don't spend any time with their parents. And their parents don't care. Like, the amount of times that we would go to Impact and the girls in my group were starving. Like, how did you not get fed on the way over? Like, there's a Wendy's right by the church. You pass by it
they
every
went from
time.
school straight to the thing.
Yeah, but
Well,
school ends at 3.
like, yeah,
I know, but they had
come
like
at
no
6.
time with their parents at all.
yeah, so
That's another.
if you're going
problem
to
with
school,
school,
you
so
don't
that's
spend
where they
time
have
with
sex.
them. First, and how did they not feed you? The Wendy's right there.
Right, even if so.
And
there's, like,
they, like, never talk with their kids. So, like, for example, the pastor, I'll say his name for his sake, but he was talking about this story where basically this lady's car broke on the side of the road, and this old man came and he helped fix the car. I was like, this is not going to be good. Especially because the title of the message, which you put on the screen, was, these are not as good as it seems. So the lady wanted to repay the guy because he was a homeless old guy living on the street.
she gave him a pet lizard.
She started a
No, I was
GoFundMe.
joking.
Oh,
And so she just kept on giving him, like, there was so much money, but then the money never went to the guy.
'Cause the
And the
didn't
guy was
exist.
never homeless. So she tricked, so they together came up with this plan to scam people out of their money. And then she took all the money and kept it for herself. So
Let's
the
put
guy
it-
kind of
yeah.
deserved it because they were both lying.
Right.
But everybody in the crowd was like, by the end of the story,
That
I'm
was
like,
obviously
that's
happening.
obvious.
You put it the title.
The title literally says,
right
things are
there.
not as good as it seems.
I thought she gave them a pet lizard. Honestly, I remember thinking for some reason there's a pet lizard involved somehow.
when you
And
said
at
that,
the
I
end,
was like,
there's
why
no
would
pet-
she give him a lizard? Like, he can't even feed
But at the end
himself.
of the story, he told him, like,
Poor
wait,
lizard.
why did I think there was a lizard there? Where does that connect? What's wrong with you, Joaquin's brain? Where's the lizard?
But that's the so like we knew that this is not going to be what it sounds like.
Right.
I mean, the freaking title of the message, but everybody else is like, oh,
I can't
like they're crushed
believe-
that the guy didn't get money and that everybody got their money stolen. But mom and I were talking. She was like, because these parents don't spend any time with their kids. Like, so what brought this up was that there was this old lady with a bum leg walking by us. And everybody was stuck in traffic, so she was just going from car to car asking for money. And mom's like, this little old lady faking it. Because suddenly, when nobody's looking, she's like walking fast to another car so that before the light changes. And mom's like, this old, don't look at her, because she'll stop talking to you. Don't look. So we didn't. But then she grabbed her backpack, which she had hidden behind a bush. Grabbed her backpack, ran down the hill, and just sat down and started counting all the money she had earned that day. Yeah.
One day's work.
We were like, yeah, that was predictable. But then I started talking about what happened at Impact with her. And she was like, people don't spend time with their kids. You knew because I've always told you stuff like that, which is true. So how is nobody, like, telling their kids these type of things? Like, nobody's spending time with their kids. And then you wonder why your kids hate you so much because you don't spend any time with them. Of course they don't like you. So what I was thinking, though, while we're talking about this is we have mom and dad So, who is helping you in your walk with Jesus?
Your mom and your dad, because your mom tells me a lot. Because obviously, you know, the boy's father, he's in Florida, so
Right.
and he, due to certain circumstances, not at his fault, he hasn't been around. So for my youngest, so now he's just back, but they don't have a dad besides him. But again, he lives in Florida and he's been back for about a year now. So teaching boys, I'm a woman. There's no way. Okay, like I don't care if that butt hurts anybody. You can't raise men if you are not a man. Okay, it is only by the grace of God that you are able to do so. So by the grace of God, God has provided me with your mother and your father. And there's a lot of times where your mom will tell me certain things or give me certain advice or certain things when it comes to the boys. And I'm like, so I constantly get complimented on who the boys are and how the boys are. And I'm constantly saying, yeah, no, that's not me. That's God.
Yeah.
So, because it is like, and people think that I'm saying that just to like be humble.
Yeah.
Or just to have humility. It's the truth. Like it really isn't me. Like if it was me, like my kids would be more traumatized, have mother issues, father issues. I wouldn't be around. Like nothing would be how it is now. No good without him. So back to that, like that's it. It's just your mom and your dad, the Bible. There's ways that God will talk to me through other people sometimes too. So like during circumstances, Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. I don't know. I don't need to say that. I know you're in heaven, but he was definitely like. So I'll look for certain men, or certain people that I'm like, that person knows what they're talking about. But if they're not led by God, like it's an automatic, like,
Yeah.
you know, but at the same time, I'm not automatic. No, I'm just taking I'm more of a caution because again, I didn't have God. There was so many times, but that didn't make me a bad person.
Right.
I genuinely was trying like to be good or to be there, whatever, but I didn't have God. So you don't know what God is doing in their lives, and it's whatever I can grab, I'm trying to hang on to. So,
I get that.
you know what I mean? Because it's really, it's scary. It's so freaking scary. And it's so easy to mess up. So easy. And then it's easy to feel like no matter how hard you try, like you're just not doing a good job. And there's like, you know, but it's definitely God.
I feel like when you have those moments where you're like, I'm trying so hard, but it's not working, you just got to go, it doesn't matter how hard I'm trying because God's got it all. And he doesn't even have to try. Like, it's working out. It's working out.
Yeah. I tend to forget that, and that's my problem. But I forget a
all
lot of
people
stuff.
tend to forget that. And it's just, you know, God's working on us. So it's nothing to really be ashamed of. Just continuously remind yourself that God's working.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah, absolutely.
People
I just got a big fear problem. That's my problem.
People let their mistakes hold them. But if you let them hold you, then you're not going to be able to grow.
Yeah.
So,
Amen. Yeah.
easier said than done, though.
Yeah. I think it's harder for me too. Your mom was always telling me at the right moments, again, God, just like be nice to yourself. Be good to yourself. And I'm like, oh shit. I forgot to do that. So I needed to hear that. So it's rough. It's like, all right, cool. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I have to like do that and then remind myself like, you try because nothing you can do. You know?
Oh, you brought up Charlie. It made me think of a video he posted out like years before he was assassinated, where a lady just filmed herself screaming how much she hates Charlie Kirk. He just goes to him and he says, "I'm going to send her a signed hat."
No, he didn't really.
Yeah, that was it.
That's perfect. Yeah, he was so good with dealing with those crazy
Psychopaths.
freaking. Yes.
I was watching
was a
him
psycho
watch
lady that was
the
screaming at
South
him?
Park video,
Oh yeah,
and
he thought it was hilarious.
he thought it was the funniest thing ever. First, because he
That must
blew
have
up
pissed
when it
them
came
off.
out.
Yeah.
It probably did. But one of the things was somebody came up to debate him right in the thing, and they're like, "It's a stupid haircut," and he goes, "It's not because it's Leviticus." Blah 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 blah, making fun of him. But then the second one, the lady was trying to debate.
Abortion.
Yeah, we're gonna YouTube. We might get angry that we said about debate abortion, and he pulled out references from the Bible. Like it was good. I was like, that's not even a diss. That was like good.
Yeah,
And then
Charlie
was
they've
like,
been
I
watching
think they've
Charlie
been
Kirk
watching.
videos.
I think they've been watching.
Very
that
good.
was really good debate.
Very
That
good.
was crazy. Like a psychotic lady that was just kind of like yelling at Charlie at one point. Charlie goes, "Wow, you are such a sweet lady. Does anyone love you in your life?"
Yeah.
And then she just like went to the other lady that was the lady that was sitting right next to Charlie instead.
She's like,
She's like, "Yeah, no, that one, all right." And the other lady, she couldn't get it too.
There was this young girl fighting with him, and he said something about, he said, if you could have $1 million or something about a good boyfriend, which one would you pick? She's of course picked $1 million. Yeah, and he goes, "Wow, how's your relationship with your dad?" She goes, I really don't talk to him. But it completely went over her head. It completely went over her head. He goes, oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I mean, a good boyfriend would already have $1 million. So
I'm gonna tell your girlfriend that.
Dude, Charlie was insane.
Charlie was funny.
I hear that he's the nice one too.
He
so
is
I'm
super
waiting for the
nice.
mean ones to come out and play.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
Charlie was crazy. Rob, did you? He did some like the debate stuff with Rob Schneider before.
Rob Schneider, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Rob was pretty.
He's pretty
cool,
conservative.
Though. All right.
Yeah.
For nobody can be perfect.
His daughter wasn't. His daughter's not. And his daughter stopped talking to him because he's so conservative. But
Yeah, poor.
You know what is that by part in the Bible? When you were saying that before, is how do you know, to honor your mother and your father, and that's what helps me kind of put myself back in place. It's like it says when you come to God, you're gonna lose, like fathers would turn away
from their
mothers.
sons.
Thank you. Yes.
yeah, fathers would turn against their sons and vice
Correct.
versa.
When you love God or when you,
Paraphrasing, of course.
so, no, thank you. But so that's what that made me think of when you said, how do you honor your mother or your father? And people like to use that as a manipulation. But for me to get out of that manipulation, I compare those. Because I'm like, all right, if I'm going to lose family members and I'm going to lose this, and I need to honor my father and my mother, then as long as they're not doing stuff for me to honor them and, then,
Yeah. Like, you have to honor them, but as long as it's, like, not sin. So, and in the end, God is your ultimate father. So, you have to honor him as well. I think the commandment that was meant for, like, Christians, like, good fathers and mothers. Because obviously he doesn't want you to sin. That would be a contradicting statement. But you got to try to honor them the best that you possibly can. So it's just one of those things that people try to twist, and they're always trying to do stuff like that. So you have to be on guard.
You gotta know your word. That's one of the reasons why I've been so very hesitant on. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't think it can save.
All right, cool. You can't see my shirt. Hold on.
The shirt you would be able to see.
You can see it. Hold on.
She really loves this shirt.
My son's father gave it to me. We're cool like that. So.
It's a nice shirt.
All right, Piccolo and Goku, man.
You can't say their names until
Doing a
you
damn.
You read one.
No Dragon Ball fighting, because I
That's for a
haven't
different episode.
read any of it or watched it, so I don't care. No, but if it's a topic that you don't like, you don't want to talk about, that's fine. But what is that type of relationship like? Like, people always make, especially in movies and stuff, like, just because the parents aren't together doesn't mean that they can't function together as a father and mother for the kids, because kids do need it. They make it like it's not possible that they have to be together, or they're completely fighting all the time.
I think a variable that kind of sets the tone. I don't know about everybody else, but when it comes to me and Chris believes in God.
Okay.
And again, nobody's perfect. We try our hardest. So we do try to base how we treat each other off of that. And again, nobody's perfect. We both try, we both mess up. But at the end of the day, we try to at least respect each other and remember that he is the son of my father and I am the daughter of our father. You know what I mean? So it's not perfect, but it works and it's a blessing. And at the end of the day, we also try to focus is remembering is that we're supposed to be a team, and
Right.
God forbid, I pray to God, please, Lord, I know it's not gonna happen, but God forbid, if the boys were to have a wife and something happens where they split with their parents or whatever, I mean, they're,
Spouse,
and
yeah.
they need to see that you can still
Work it out.
respect and like still do things right by God and like like I genuinely care about that man. Like that's one of the reasons why I can't stand his ass sometimes. You know what I mean? Like so
Just the
we
more
used
you
to be
care, the
friends.
more you're angry about
Yes,
things.
so we started out as friends when we were really young, so that definitely contributes. I'm not gonna say like act like we didn't have like a friendship before anything.
Yeah.
So and we've been through a lot of bad stuff together, a lot. But we've created one of the biggest blessings that me and him will both ever have, and I think that I pray to God, and I feel like we're both focused on that. So
Yeah.
I think again, God being the factor, and He just kind of puts you back on the path because we're not perfect. There's been times where I'm like, yo, I can't stand this man.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I just want to like, woo, and he's the same way. Like, he has every right to be sometimes,
Yeah.
But God puts us back into check. Like, all right, well, we need to check ourselves because right now it's not about us. So it's about what's right, what needs to get done, not right now about how we feel. So. And again, it sounds a lot nicer and a lot easier than what it actually happens. But that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. And by God's grace, it's been like that. So we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying.
This is off subject, but I want to blow your mind real quick.
Go for it.
You never stop clapping. Think about it. You never stop clapping.
Why?
Because whenever you clap, you put your hands together, you take it apart. Put your hands together, take it apart. But when you just stop clapping, it means it's a longer span
Wow.
of you
I can't
clapping.
believe you.
Yeah, you're right.
Can't give him back.
We'll give Luna a mic. You get some.
Oh, that would be funny. Oh man, she'll start.
she won't talk,
Yo,
she
she'll
just-
start talking in other languages. And then she'll start. Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
Oh, we need her now. That's it. Yep.
I just said green tea and sushi, please.
No, she's learning German right now,
Stop
so
it.
she'll do
Shut
the
up, you did
German.
not say that.
Ocha tu sushi
I'm
kudasai.
impressed. This sounded awesome.
Tomo arigato.
Okay, hi. I don't know what that is.
I said thank you.
Privyet.
Konnichiwa. That's
Mama.
fine.
The Spanish is the most I can do. I'm sorry.
That was
Easy.
Russian.
See.
It says welcome your mother, your mama. Privyet to mama. Welcome your mother. I think. I don't know.
Mm. I know a tiny bit of French, and I know Spanish.
Spanish don't count.
You
You are Spanish.
No. I was born in America. I'm
Yeah,
American.
American.
Fully American.
American.
America.
I'm American.
American,
If I do
American.
Duolingo, really, to learn languages, it's really easy to learn. I'm not.
Don't do a
I'm
commercial,
not
please.
gonna.
Yo,
Recently started
Russian is
doing
not
chess.
hard. Russian, because I just started. I literally like 2 days ago just started doing the Russian, and it's like Spanish. Like,
Really?
yes. A lot of it. I'm not gonna do that, but a lot of it is like similar to.
What do you use to learn Russian?
Now I gotta go back to it. So hold on, I'll tell you right now. Duolingo.
Oh, I did Duolingo. I did Duolingo.
Hey, you didn't pay me for that, all right?
I did 3 courses.
I paid for this
Duolingo.
subscriction already.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was serious
ain't
about
done that.
learning this. I feel like my future husband is in Russia or somewhere. 'Cause
I personally do 3 different things on Duolingo, and I don't get its description. I just like wait until it recharges, and I hop right on. I do Russian, not Russian. I do Spanish. I do Japanese just because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna learn Japanese.
Oh,
for
Japanese.
No complete
Julian
reason.
wants to learn Japanese.
I went to learn Japanese just because he was learning Japanese and he stopped. So I'm like, I'm going to learn it before he does. And then
weird.
they
Sign
started
language.
doing chess. And they started doing chess. They used to do sign language. It's brilliant. I want to start. And they did chess. Like they started doing chess. I was like, I'm going to get better at chess with this. And I haven't gotten better at chess with Duolingo.
Bro, Nehemiah beat me. Like,
Yeah.
it was so humbling.
He's a good chess player.
He was, yo. And he did it like, it was
He'll
like,
sometimes tell you what to do. Like
He does. He's so good
"Here's
at
this
it."
move
Like-
there. I'm like, I'm going to do it anyway. Thank you.
I just don't trust him. Like,
Yeah, I'm going to do the opposite. He eats your piece. Like, should have listened to you.
yeah, double check his move. Make sure he's not trying
like-
to set you up. Dito, he don't work like that, though.
one time I was like, because he's playing for himself and me, so that's a lot,
Right.
you know, in his brain. So he's like, just move there, and I'm like, if I move there, you eat me, you cheater. And he's like, I didn't mean to cheat.
Yeah, no, Tito.
I was like,
you
oh,
don't mean
sorry.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm gonna talk about sports now. No one's gonna stop me.
Okay.
I love sports.
Get to the point.
Yeah, we already did the point. Now we just have fun. Do you
Yeah,
like-
whoever's still watching by this point just likes to hear us talk.
Yeah, that's
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. Joe Rogan experiences are 3 hours long.
Oh, crap.
I don't listen to like the full thing. I like break it up into pieces. Although I listen to Mike Rose. Like,
Damn, people
15
really
minutes.
listen for the whole 3 hours?
Oh yeah.
Some
Really?
do, yeah. It's very good. She doesn't listen to all of this
Tito?
stuff.
What was it?
Something
Oh,
about
sports.
sports.
Yeah. So I don't. You're not. You like the Mets, sadly, because no one's perfect. But you're not a dedicated fan,
No.
right?
No, it's just a
Is
family
there any
thing.
sports besides like
Mets.
fighting that you are dedicated fan of, like hockey or football or soccer?
You know, oddly enough, I was never really a fan of like any sports. I like to play them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some people are like that.
Yeah.
I like watching sports, but I think playing them is funnier because whenever I watch a sport, the team I want to win loses.
They won last time.
Because I
What do you
watched at the end.
You're
Who's your team?
psychotic. Giants.
Giants.
Yeah.
They beat the Eagles really badly.
So
really
the
badly.
Eagles were the
34-17.
best team at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, for a while.
And
yeah.
we beat them.
for like what, like 3-4 years now? No.
Well, no,
They
just won,
definitely
just
won
the
last
Super
year.
Bowl.
They
Okay.
won,
They,
but
the Chiefs won the others because they.
Oh,
Chiefs.
they-
this
I
year
say,
they was
like, this is how
doing
you know I don't
pretty
know.
well.
The Chiefs are doing
This
bad right
ye-
now, actually.
This year they were doing pretty well. They only had one loss until we beat them. Now they have 2 losses. And we were losing everything, like except for one game. We had 1 win at that
The
point.
thing is, Giants right now are only beating good teams.
Yeah, that's
and losing to
ironic.
bad teams.
I
What?
team that we were like, this is a bad team. Why are we losing? But to be fair, the first 2 games,
First 3
was,
games.
first 3 games,
Was a bad quarterback, Russell
Was bad.
Wilson. Then you put Jackson Dart. Then we destroyed the Chargers. I think they got cocky, and then they lost to the Saints.
they might have,
I
but
definitely think they have.
they do have a good team.
I
The
blame
Saints have a good
I
team.
blame Scatterboo's gloves. And then he threw off his gloves and then he yelled, "Give me no gloves!"
Dad says he threw his gloves.
Yeah,
so
see,
he was
he threw
just
off his
asking
gloves.
for gloves, not because he switched the gloves or needed new gloves. Because
Right,
he was
he
like,
just
I don't
threw
know
it.
why I put my gloves type of thing.
Uh,
I thought he was blaming his gloves, but Dad says no. He just needed more
Scatterboo's funny.
gloves.
Scatterboo is a funny. He's crazy. Scatterboo. He's the
Who's
running
that?
back. He's the running back.
Okay.
He's crazy.
For the Giants?
Yeah,
Yes.
but then
Okay.
he beat the Eagles, and you might know this, might not. Saquon Barkley used to play for the Giants.
I don't know any of this.
I know. He's a running back. Everyone talks about him now because he jumped over backwards over somebody.
Oh, I
He's
saw that
a-
meme.
yeah.
I mean that video.
He's insane. He's
Okay.
He's a great player.
He's a good player.
Okay.
But
He's
now,
a good
now
player because he's not on the
Giants-
Giants.
No, but I'm saying because Scatterboo did better than him.
Mm-hmm.
He did better rushing yards, better everything. In
This
that game.
year?
In the game. No, I'm saying in the game.
Okay.
Against them. So everyone
we
talks
killed
at one point. Everyone's and in the sign because they're playing in the Giants stadium, MetLife, which is coincidental that it's football, but it has MetLife and Met. Anyway,
Come on.
how they were holding someone was holding a sign that said, "Who's Saquon? Saquon Barkley, who we got Scabadoo." Scabadoo destroyed him. I bet the other side of the game said, "Come on, keep like a normal sign, but just in case we're winning, we have this sign."
That's so smart. I would. That's that's like that extra cake decoration. Congratulations, or
Yeah.
you're still
tried.
trying. Yeah, something like.
Somebody had to send that said, "It's my birthday, Giants."
Oh, we got to
No
win for
pressure.
that one random.
No pressure.
Janet, we got to win for Janet somewhere in the crowd.
Who's a
Hi, Janet.
dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your birthday.
The funny thing is, it kind of is a little bit, but the funny thing is that Jackson Dart was doing an incredible job. That's our quarterback.
Okay.
And he got hit in the head twice. So they went to go check on him to make sure he doesn't have a concussion. Luckily, he was perfectly fine. But while they were checking on him, they still needed to play. So they put in their substitute, Russell Wilson, which is the guy that lost the 3 first games. However, I was like thinking, the guy, is just tired or something. I was trying to give the guy the benefit of the doubt because usually it was by the end of the game that he started failing.
Russell's
So I figured
advocate.
he hadn't played. He might be okay. He throws the ball to the ground. The one and only play he played, throws it to the
I have
ground.
to make that
Maybe it's the pressure. You think it's maybe the pressure?
It might be
that
the
gets to him?
pressure
I think he
because
just
he
thinks-
at
'Cause
one
that's what
point
it
was a
sounds
good
like.
quarterback.
Yeah, well.
Like if you
No,
if
he
you're
won
winning
one Super
against
Bowl.
the
That
good
was it.
team, right? If you're going against a good team, everybody's already expecting you to lose.
Right.
So you win.
Right.
Then you're going against a bad team, everybody's expecting you to win, so you lose.
Right.
So I think it might be the pressure.
It might have been the pressure,
Well,
but I don't know what's
I want-
with this bro because this bro never does a good job.
He's after every drive, the coach Brian Dable will hug Jackson. Like, he's super happy.
Because they put Russell in for the first 3 and lost everything. And the
So now
second
that
that they
they're
put the
beating
kid in,
people-
he's starting like to win stuff.
So every time he
he's
just like kind of grabs him
ecstatic.
and just hugs the guy after every single drive. I can't imagine that like he throws the ball like Jackson run because he ran and he got hit really hard. Like he brings it back in and he's like Russell go out and then Russell throws it bad. Like all right, Jackson's coming back in. Russell comes up like to Brian and Brian just like watches like just shakes his head. I just thought of that.
Oh my god, I would love to see
animation.
that.
Like
I don't know
Like
what's
Jackson
wrong
gets
with
hit. He's like, oh, get in.
You
And
should
then
do
Russell
that.
Does that. He goes, and it does
Yeah,
it.
you should do
Dude,
that.
you should do that.
And he runs like, huh? He's like,
He should do that. That would be a great one.
he's a funny guy. That
He
is funny.
usually only hugs Jackson after touchdowns.
Only Jackson because he said, "Oh, thank you so much."
Although he was really nice to Scabadoo last game.
Well, of course, because
He made a touchdown.
Scabby guy is known for being crazy, like just always like yelling and stuff.
Okay.
He's
He's just got a lot of energy.
He's also anyway. I'm gonna get on to it later.
Entertaining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but at
got
one
it.
point at the end of the game, they're asking stuff like Brian to the coach. He's like, is he always like that? He's like, well, and then you hear in the background, whoa, yeah, from Scabby. They say he's always like that.
That's
Like, literally
perfect.
at the moment.
That's
There's a
perfect.
funny thing though. There was a video after training where all of them had to roll like a soup can perfectly into like a two red lines for fun on the table.
Okay.
And some people are like trying to do their best, but some people are failing. Scabadoo every time he did that made it in perfectly. Next time made it in perfectly. One time he made it a little off. He's like grabbed another one like perfectly made it. The crazy
That's
guy's like
annoying.
perfectly doing
To be
it.
around somebody like that is
And then
kind
the
of
one guy- one
annoying.
was walking out, I was like,
Kick the damn table.
Gilbert Burns came and was like, bro, because Gilbert Burns gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh
like-
man.
What?
Yeah, but he does like crazy stuff. At one point they were coming out to training and there was footage that he came out in Jackson Dart's jersey instead. And Jackson was like, bro, you got my jersey on. So I'm sorry, took it off, just took his jersey and just like walked off. I think he did it on purpose. I think
Of
just
course
like-
he
It was a prank.
did. That's funny.
Yeah.
His last game, he tore off his jersey like that and then tore off his shirt underneath like that.
He's always breaking his stuff.
He can
Nate tore it.
like an
He's
actual.
short. He's short. He's like slightly taller. He's probably as tall as you.
So he's strong.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
oof.
The funny thing is, every
like a
time
little
he
tank.
plays, he gets incredibly dirty because he's the running back. So it makes sense.
He dives, gets hit.
Exactly. But this time his socks are ripped and stuff. I was like, this bro has achieved a new level of destroying his outfit. And then I didn't even know he ripped his same. But
Really?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Shit.
But I was telling Mom about how dirty he gets, and she goes, he'd be perfect for a Tide commercial. I was like, that's perfect.
That would
Why
be.
haven't they used him in a Tide commercial yet? Like, he had dirt all the way from down here. Like, up here to down here. Like,
Baseball
bro,
players would be good for
how
Tide
did you
commercials 'cause
get-
they slide all the time.
Yeah, but, bro, how did you get that dirty?
Oh, I've seen it,
Sometimes.
Jeff. All right. Yeah.
The
So
funny thing about the
if you'd
Jackson Dart
root
thing
for-
was,
wait, if you would root for a football team,
I would always go for the Giants because it's the family, just like I go for the Mets because I don't know anything. So if like my grandmother, my grandfather were Mets, I go for the Giants because of your dad. So,
Makes sense.
Like I don't know any football teams.
in reality, that's why we're doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
there you go.
if I was a Giants fan, I wonder what I would actually be. But since I live here, probably like Giants or Bills or something. I wonder.
Yeah.
Then my dad said if the reason why my dad has these favorite teams is because his brother was a front runner, his older brother. So anything that he would like my dad, he liked the Giants, of course, because Giants were doing good at the time. So my dad liked Giants. He liked Chicago Bulls because Michael Jordan was playing at the time. So my dad liked Chicago. But when it came to baseball, his older brother liked Mets and said he couldn't like Mets because he always picked everything. Say, fine, I'll be the Yankees. And the
Thank
Yankees
God.
are better. Aaron Judge. They didn't make it. The
Told you we
World
were
Series
gonna
this year.
make it.
Yeah, but I mean, Aaron Judge still broke Yogi Berra's home run record, and Yogi Berra is one of the greatest home run record.
Yeah,
home
but
runners
all the
I'm sorry, you said
time-
Yogi Bear?
Yogi Berra is his name. He was always known for making jokes and all that stuff. That's why Yogi Bear was named after him. The
Are
cartoon
you
character.
serious?
Yep.
Really?
Yogi Berra, though, he has a bunch of cases where he's crazy. This like just says crazy stuff. At one point, they hit a pop up. I forget who they're playing against, but the guy hit a pop up. He was a catcher, so he threw off his mask and ran to the ball. And the outfielder the third baseman came in and they collided, and the ball hits the ground safely. He's like, "Bro, why didn't you wait? Hey, why didn't you say anything?" And Yogi Berra goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you heard me waving at you." At one point, someone asked him if you found $1 million. Asked him. He said to him, if you found $1 million, what would you do? And he's like, well, if the guy who lost it was really broke, I'd give it back to him.
If the guy who lost it was really broke. I like this guy. What's this guy's name again?
Yogi Berra.
I'm gonna search him
dead.
up. Oh damn!
Wow. There's like, oh, this guy's great. He's dead. Thanks. But it's gonna sound bad at first, but I'm gonna explain it. It's like Charlie Kirk. Like I didn't even know who he was until he passed away.
Really?
So people,
That's weird.
I heard about him, but I didn't know what he like. I knew nothing. It's like when you hear, I don't know. Let me think of somebody. That's saying Mahatma Gandhi. Like you hear about him, but you don't know who he is.
Mahatma Gandhi?
The other guy that died.
Gandhi. No. We're just.
Oh,
saying
Gandhi.
Yes.
Gandhi did nothing. Gandhi
I'm so
literally
sorry.
did nothing.
Like you hear their
Sugar.
name.
You know, Gandhi was inspired by Jesus.
Kind of.
I just learned that fact, and I was like,
he also slept with his niece.
whoa. Okay.
He was a wreck. He
Alrighty
believes a little bit from
then.
every religion.
He said he followed the teachings of Jesus, like treat others the way you want to be
He
treated.
followed a
But then
little bit
he's
of
also
everything.
Buddha and all the other religions, all that
Okay.
stuff. I'm just not saying
He did
He
everything.
was all
Buddha
over the
says to
place.
sleep with your niece. I'm just saying that there was different religions that played in.
Well, he said Jesus.
Right.
What did he say? Yeah.
But here's the thing: he didn't really do much. Gandhi just kind of said, "Like, we're not gonna do anything," and then he took everything that they needed. Like, all right, we're gone, guys. See you later. And it was like, Gandhi, you're amazing.
Like, bro, that's
There
not
was
what
no
happened.
war, yeah, but they took Janet and her whole family with them.
No, they took. Forget people. They got sick and then took all their spices because that's what they wanted. They wanted the spices. So they didn't have the same immune system as the Indians who got used to the diseases. So they're like, we have everything we want. We're incredibly sick.
Just go.
Why don't we just go home? And that's what they did. Like, oh, the snake thing. There's too many
England
snakes.
Paid, there's snakes everywhere. So England paid every Indian that was there. If you kill a snake, we'll give you money for each snake you kill, which was brilliant.
Until they started breeding them.
Until they started breeding snakes, so there'd be more to kill.
So then
And then they had a bigger snake
that
problem.
reminds me, there's a poem, and I can't remember how it goes, so I'm not going to quote it word for word. But basically, the kid gets a penny for every fly he kills. And when he's done, he just opens the door and gets the more coming.
That's so smart.
Yes, it really is.
A penny for each one he swat. Yeah, that's funny. I was saying something about history. Oh, speaking of England and like in that area, this is really cool. I've been wanting to tell you. There's warriors from World War I called Gurkhas. Gurkhas. They're from Nepal. And what happened was when England was in Nepal before World War I started, these rebels
I
of
broke my
Nepal
pants.
would sneak in and go into the camps and like snuff them out, like Assassin's Creed style
cool.
stuff. So when World War I rolled around, like, you guys are amazing. Would you guys like to be paid? We'll pay you. We'll do everything as long as you stop killing us. We'll give you food. We'll give you clothes. You'll give your families basically the old-time insurance. If you die, we'll give you
So they
the
hired
money.
their own assassins.
Yes, to go and do the same thing to the enemy. And Nepal was like, yeah, that's a great deal. You guys aren't too bad. Yeah.
That's freaking genius.
Yeah, they're cool. And also they have a great stamina, too. They have
Is
some
this a
great
book you
stamina.
read?
No, it's a real thing. In
No,
World
like
War I.
I know, but like.
Oh
is
no,
it,
I
like,
watched. Read them before in a book, but then I watched the Deli's Warrior show where they pin up warriors.
Send it to me because I definitely. want to
It's on Amazon. I can't say, but we can watch it. Like,
Yeah, let's do that.
They put them up against the French Foreign Legion, which in World War One, that there were any prisoners that France had from like Africa, Brazil, anywhere that they went to, any prisoner they had, they wanted to feed them. They would abuse them. They'd even sexually assault them sometimes and train them to a hardcore murderer. So they pinned up the assassins that were hired to the prisoners that were trained into a fight. It was really, really good.
That's bananas.
Yeah, it was such a good fight.
I wonder who won.
Oh, it was such... I was super upset.
I've
who
got
won, 'cause I
an
root for
idea
one team.
of who would win
Who do you think wins?
the Golka.
The
but
Gurkhas?
just because that the other guys didn't get fed. So you
Well, yeah,
wouldn't
but
have
another
any
thing-
nourishment in your
here's
body.
another thing, though. Now, but
Plus abuse.
Here's what main things for both of them. The French Foreign Legion definitely went through harder stuff.
Yeah.
But the Gurkhas have way better stamina because Nepal is in the mountains.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Thin
So
atmosphere,
like
where France is like on the floor.
they're
So.
toughened up,
Right.
the prisoners. However, the stamina of the other guys are better. Plus, if you're being abused and malnourished,
Right.
you don't get that much nourishment in your body, so you're not developing strength.
It was such
At
a
least
good
as
fight.
much as somebody like an
It was
assassin.
such a good fight.
Yep.
I definitely want to see it.
There's certain episodes I'm not gonna show you. I might not show you Dilly's word just because they're so cheated.
Yeah.
The first ever one was the second episode. Viking or samurai. Somehow the samurai won.
That's just stupid.
The Viking.
Oh, I
nerfed
remember
the
you breaking
Viking.
that down for
Yeah.
me.
They
Yeah,
nerfed
it
him.
didn't make any sense
Then the
after you
fourth
broke it down.
episode, the third episode was just kind of unfair. It was a Spartan versus ninja, and at the end, the Spartan just skewered him, of course.
Yeah.
But then they did Knight versus Pirate, and the Pirate won
So cool.
somehow.
No,
But here's
those
the problem: is
things
that
are
the
so
Knight
cool.
they just needed armor. They didn't I don't think they downloaded it in the computer that only like none of the weapons except like two could penetrate the Knight's armor, but only one penetrate enough to kill.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they forgot to download
Who
that.
won?
The Pirate somehow. Yeah. There's a lot of unfair matches.
Well, maybe because the knight's equipment is really heavy.
Oh no, but I showed you the videos when the real
I know
armor
that's
they
what
can
I'm
kick
saying,
and
but I
stuff.
don't remember.
thing,
Wait,
though,
you said it what?
I showed you the AMMA where the guy was able to do a switching kick in the air with
Yeah,
Afro
no, that
armor
was
on.
bananas.
Yeah, so the thing is, people are always like, the weapons are heavier, blah, 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 blah. It depends about the people, but they train to be able to carry those.
Exactly.
true.
So it was like
And then
So
they
it's
were built
not
different.
that
Most
much.
was heavy.
They're-
Yeah, I don't listen to Celso anymore. I listen to Robin Swords. But either way, I changed. I was kind of tired of the LGBT stuff. Either way, the point is that we're talking about other people. Then in the second
I have no
season,
idea,
they
I'm
did
just-
Vladimir the Impaler versus Sun Tzu.
Oh,
And
okay.
that was not a fair fight because there's 2,000-year difference.
Okay.
And Vladimir had like a gun almost. Sun Tzu were like leather and bronze
Yeah,
armor.
that's stupid. How can you do 200 years?
2,000.
That is-
2,000 years is even worse.
Like if Sun Tzu versus like Alexander the Great or Pharaoh Neko would have been a great fight, that would have been better. And then like Vladimir the Impaler versus Ivan the Terrible would have been insane. They didn't do that though.
It was
His
translated
ideas came
wrong.
from here.
Yes,
so.
thank you. They
date and
canceled the
time
show.
this.
They canceled the show 1 year after I was born. Yeah, and then another cheated fight in that season was Apache versus Mongol. The Mongol was supposed to kill the Apache. People stopped watching because
I think
of
I
that fight.
remember that one. You showed me that
No,
one too.
Comanche.
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 Yeah, I remember they had the flying
the
axes at
Comanche
that
one?
time, right? And then
Yeah, somehow the Comanche won, but they really nerfed They didn't give any of the Afalcata armor. They didn't
I
give
don't know what to
anything good for the
tell you about them. They're just schizophrenic.
Afalcata armor. I made a mistake. Yeah, the third season was the best season by far. No cheated fights. Oh, I don't know because of one thing. It was amazing. Napoleon versus George Washington. Theodore Roosevelt versus Lawrence of Arabia. The Korean Special Forces versus the Army Rangers. It was so
That's
good.
cool.
But the end of the season with vampire versus zombie, and then they get canceled. I never watched that fight because I'm too big of a fan to ever see something that stupid.
Yeah.
So I gotta take my fair fight though is Lawrence of Arabia versus Teddy Roosevelt because Dad told me that they always like to kill American heroes on TV
okay, yeah,
or show them bad.
yeah.
And at the end, it's just Lawrence and Teddy fighting in a trench with their knives. And Lawrence has a signature curved knife like this, and he's covered in the. Lawrence is from Arabia, is actually from England, but he dressed as the Arabians when he was working with them because that's how they protect the heat. So he's covered in, like the rags and stuff, like long, like white stuff. His skin always was white, and he always came back not covered in dirt. He always came back from a battle still like clean. No one knew how he did it. But anyway, as they're
He
fighting in the
definitely
trench,
stashed rags somewhere.
probably.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. As they're fighting in the trench, Theodore Roosevelt and they were like going at it with the knives, and then Teddy grabs his rags, wraps it around his wrist, pulls his wrist away, and stabs him underneath the ribs, and he's like screams, and Theodore just rips right out and kills him. It was so good.
Beautiful.
I'm actually as tall as Theodore Roosevelt.
Huh?
I'm actually as tall as Theodore,
Really?
5'8". Although some people see he's 5'10".
And
it's
still
very-
counting.
He's still.
Oh, you know,
enough time to grow.
you got a couple years. Yeah.
How old are
You got a couple
you?
years.
Don't say it on
No,
that.
no.
but
He's
child.
27.
Yes, he's a grown man. He can drive a car already.
What was I about to say though?
Oh,
so
yeah,
good.
boys are supposed to stop growing is what I was trying to say, like 17 to 18, but that's some boys.
Right.
That's,
Also, if you worked out and like
general
actually hardly
age.
like hardly
yeah,
worked
but if
out,
you're
then
working out, you can even stop growing at like 21 if you're working
can
out and
break your
keeping yourself
limiter.
healthy.
What do you... Wait.
What?
I said you can break your limiter.
Wow, I'm so
put your
disappointed
hand.
with you.
I was for
I can't
him.
believe you. I cannot believe you.
You saw one of the fights when you were over for the last birthday I had. No, wait, second to last birthday I had. Where Luna thought it'd be a great idea to get me the last season because the first season we watched as a family, no one else wanted to continue it except me. I earned money for the second season.
Okay.
And then the third season, she was like, let's get it for him for his birthday. It was such a good season. Yeah, they did Genghis Khan versus Hannibal.
I remember Hannibal.
Hannibal.
No, I know who that is. I don't remember seeing that fight. I remember seeing Genghis Khan. You showed me.
Yeah,
that.
Genghis Khan at the end hits him in the helmet, dents the helmet. He gets a skull fracture in the skull. He starts stiffening up, and he cuts him in the throat. And Genghis Khan
Oh
wins.
yes. Okay.
One of my favorite fights is Joan of Arc versus William the Conqueror. And I was like, oh man, please Joan win. I hate William the Conqueror. He's so jealous and weird. And also, Joan is an actual Christian. I think she's one of the first Christians ever recorded.
Really?
Yeah, I think Joan of Arc was definitely being talked to by God.
I agree. I think she was a legit Christian.
I think that. The
However,
Catholics killed her.
Christian or like Reformist, Calvinist, like
Probably
what would you-
Protestant.
Can I ask
Probably.
what makes you think that she was, like, God was communicating with her?
So what I believe that why it was that, of course, she said that angels or God was talking to her, but I could have also been demons. We don't know for certain.
Oh, yeah.
But eventually there were some signs that she'd come out of battles unscathed. She'd always knew what she was doing, and she had no experience in any of this. And one day they tried to give her a sword, but she said, no, God already has a sword for me. They went to a church, and behind it there was a buried sword. Somehow she knew it was right there.
Yeah, that's
a
sounds
little
like
she could have buried that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Eventually, though, the Catholics didn't want this symbolism of that you don't need to go through the Pope just to talk to God. Because this one
Yeah.
was directly talked to. So they threw some stuff together and then killed Joan. I think Joan was an actual Christian, actually communicating with the Lord. And then the Catholics, who not all
were
Catholics,
angry about it. Yeah, those
but
kind
are known for dealing with devils.
Yeah, we
So
know this.
they got
They're a
rid of
cult. Yeah.
Right, and then I think that's what got rid of Joan. But also, Joan was a teenage girl who had no idea what she was doing, and she won every
Yeah,
battle.
how do you not
Came
know what you're doing
unscathed.
and yet
Right,
you
and it ended
were
in
so
the
good?
100-year war. It's literally
Exactly.
called the
That's
100-year war.
God, bro.
That
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a God thing.
And then
yeah.
she fights William the
Like
Conqueror.
You know
my
what that
first
might
fight,
have
that
been
was a God
a?
thing.
It might have been a Deborah moment, where God just used a woman to like humble everybody.
No, I think he just used it. I think he used a lady just because it would be cool in the future. Nah, yeah, probably.
Like
The
seriously,
guy at France was
he
like,
could have
"Yeah."
used
In that
anybody
time,
else.
it makes sense at that time period
Yeah.
too. If you think about it, that's really smart.
Yeah, Joan is
That
awesome.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
William, but in the fight, William the Conqueror, I was like, oh, this isn't fair until the, but Joan, I think one of the main reasons they actually simulated God into the fight for Joan. Not like in an unfair way, like she has God, she's gonna win, but like she has no fear coming into this fight because she's already
Yeah, because they're
believed
not
that she-
Christian. So how are you supposed to?
I think one of them is Catholic at least.
yeah,
he was like,
but how are
she
you
has
supposed
God,
to?
she has
Not
no
having fear
coming
makes
into the
perfect
fight.
sense.
Right. So as they came in, and also defense, see. But as she came in the fight, she's also 300 years in the future. So she had like
Better
a
stuff.
mini canyon
Oh,
and like a better armor. In fact, chainmail actually restricts more movement than plate armor does. Because here's why it makes sense. Plate is here and here, two pieces that you can move like that. But chain
Oh.
is like a t-shirt. So you know how t-shirts scrunch up? It's made of metal. A t-shirt
So it
like metal, so it
can't.
just kind of like scrunch up some more, so it limits way more movement.
that makes sense.
So he's covered in chain that can get stabbed right through. Her plate armor, while being heavier, making her slightly slower,
Right.
was able to withstand all the weapons that he could throw. Of course, except his catapult. I'm just saying. Of course, Joan will win.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool
that was a
fight.
good fight. I love that fight. William was like 34. He was, and people say that when you're an athlete, 34 is not 34. 30 is like the peak for athletes.
Women, it's later for sure.
Oh yeah. They only have that lady in the fight, and then they did CIA versus KJB, and they had a woman on each side, and they both were the third member to die.
You
in
say
each game.
KJB, and every time my brain goes to KJV, and I
KJ
think
version?
of the
So the
song, the KJV.
Have
Have you ever seen that?
I will show you later.
It's like-
we can't explain. It 'cause
I'll
we're gonna
explain
ruin
a
it.
little bit. There's like this cult mentality that only KJVs are good, and it's
Okay.
in one specific church. I think it's Calvinist.
I don't remember.
I don't remember which church it is, but that's the only one you're allowed to use. Everything else is bad. And so the whole time he's telling his girl,
It's a joke.
it's a joke.
He's
but
singing like almost like a rap.
you have to you have to hear it, but knowing that the cult thing is important to understanding the joke.
That's a good one. That's good.
But to speak on, obviously your hobby is history, but to speak, you said that you're not into, not really into sports. So what are the things that you're into, hobby wise, and like what do you do in your free time?
Oh, I mom. So
Yeah, there you
no, this is my like thing, fighting. That's this is my thing, fighting.
Makes perfect sense.
It's my free thing because it's like, I don't know. It's definitely the fact that I get paid for it is just a blessing.
Well, what
Yeah.
do you love watching with your boys then?
Well, so it usually movies that we can watch as a family. So we'll like have movie nights or things like that. And if it's not that, it's usually educational stuff like the Tuttle Twins that you
Yeah.
guys put us up on.
Tuttle
like,
Twins is great.
What my goal is to become that grandma.
I love
Like
that.
what?
Yeah.
But
Did
so
you get to the third season
awesome.
yet?
that's
And
definitely
feisty.
Titi. When she's older? I mean your mom?
Yes.
What? Absolutely.
Did you get? Did you get? To,
That's what I'm
Did
saying.
you get to the third season? No, I just want to.
Yeah, I had literally
watch
just
the first
bought it for
episode?
them. Yes. Yes.
Mike Rowe.
Wait, who?
Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe. Dirty
I'm gonna be
jobs.
honest with
Mike
you.
Rowe.
I fell asleep. Yeah, man. I'm in camp, man. I'm
I
very
really,
tired.
really,
Yeah.
really, really, really do love Mike Rowe, and he also was super like upset when Charlie died because he was actually friends with Charlie.
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
Mike
Yeah.
Rowe. From
Yeah.
where?
Dirty Jobs. That was his old show.
Oh, I remember.
He was on the
Dirty
Tuttle
Jobs.
Twins. He has his own. He does a lot of shows, and also he did the announcing, not the announcing, the previously on Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, I
That
know
was
who
his
you're
voice.
talking about. I just didn't know that was like an
Yeah.
actual person.
Mike Rowe is a great guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's solid.
I like most
when-
about him
when-
that you don't have to go to college in order to
yeah,
have a good
here's the
career.
thing,
thing.
people got
See,
mad.
I learned that
got
by
mad
people
at,
who went to
Mike Rowe,
college.
'cause Mike Rowe.
Yeah, he went to college too. He
had
got
a
a
master's
master's.
degree.
There you go.
College.
There's always the people who go to college. I have
Yeah.
never heard anybody who's been in who hasn't been in college say don't go to college. I mean, don't. It's usually the people who already succeeded and have like degrees and whatever
Yeah,
they're
they're like,
doing
you
that
didn't
say
have to
you
do
don't
it,
need
bro.
to do
Ooh,
this.
speaking of that, when Charlie was arguing with somebody, he's like, "How can you say college doesn't work if you've never graduated college?" He goes, "I have a question for you. What is your favorite the Arthur Jane Austen book?" And he goes, "What?" He said, "What's your favorite Jane Austen book?" I mean, what do you major in? He said, "Literature and stuff like that." He said, "So what's your favorite Jane Austen book?" She wrote like Pride and the Prejudice and some other really good books. So he was like, "Harry Potter," like looking around, and he goes, "There you go. You just proved to me that college is a waste."
Yeah, like, bro, how do you not
The
read
guy
Jane
just kinda
Austen?
walked off. Looking
Like,
down.
Pride and Prejudice is one of the most famous
Oh, yeah.
literature books out there.
It's one of your favorite books.
Yeah, I guess you could call it one of my favorites.
Who's your favorite author outside of the Bible?
So Jesus. I used to read these books by a lady called Kate White. When I was incarcerated. Yeah. And then I got addicted. She's like a murderer.
Mystery?
Yeah, she's a detective.
Cool.
Oh my god, I love it. I mean, it's been years. I don't even know if I'll still be into it, but
Yeah.
that was
Like there's some
Kate
things
White
that I
was
really like, and then you're like, I like that as
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Like,
exactly. Yeah, shows. Oh, I'm like, yo, guys, we gotta watch this, and then I'm like, no, close. What the? What was I watching as a child? So forget it.
That says that a
find something
lot.
else. Like,
yeah, that's like
Julian would be the one to do it, to say it too. He's like, Mom. He's like, you were traumatized by shows too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, there used to be better shows, family movies. That was our first episode, really. Just
Yeah,
talking
our
about
first
family
episode was
movies.
family movies.
Well,
but-
here's another thing that sucks about the internet. Why I hate the internet so much. I hate all of social media. This is weird. Actually. I hate all.
He said what he
social-
said.
I hate all social media sites, really, and I feel like there's nothing that is made for kids that will not get destroyed freakishly or demonically by the fans.
Yeah.
People. Like you can go. Like let's say like one of the most innocent things out there is Bluey. They did
Yeah.
weird stuff.
Yeah,
More
the
than- mostly
furry community. They're like,
And then Pokemon.
oh, we don't even have
So
to say it.
I can't look at Pokemon now without being super unsettled now. And I love Pokemon.
I'm gonna be real. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm
They do
awful
so
stuff. No, let's
grateful
not get into
that I
that.
have.
No.
No, I know.
Well,
Like I
vague.
understand. I just don't know.
They just-
Like I haven't heard or seen
They just
about
do
it. Thank
awful
God.
things with it.
Yeah.
It's the furry community that's really doing bad stuff to Pokemon.
Well, they're demon. I mean, I can.
Here's the thing. Oh my goodness.
I definitely was. So
There is an
I was-
animations I watched. You know the natural habitat I showed you?
Huh?
The natural habitats, the shorts with the animals.
yes. Oh,
I
those
saw
are
some
cool.
shorts that some people do that's almost like that, but for the Pokemon.
Okay.
There's a Gardevoir on computer. You know the Gardevoir? It looks like almost. Google it.
Where's the pad? Come on,
Bro,
Jeff.
do
Well,
your
Slap it,
job.
Jeff.
well, it's a very
Oh, Jeff, I
elegant
can't
looking
believe you.
Pokemon.
Okay.
And recently, Pokemon have made a brilliant thing about making life-size Pokemon plushies that if you put it around your house, they look like there's an actual Pokemon standing around, like an actual 3-foot Psyduck, but they're expensive as heck.
Nice.
So it's brilliant. So they made a Gardevoir one, which is like $4 something. So it's like up to here, like an actual.
If we had money for it, you know how
But
expensive they
here's
are?
the problem. Here's the problem. The furry community keeps getting to those all over online and doing weird stuff with Pokemon, of course. So here's the thing. Garnet Frog is like, oh my goodness, look what they made for me. He's like, this is not a good thing. The trainer's like, this is not a good thing, actually. She's like, what do you mean? I'm finally getting the recognition I deserve.
Gardevoir is a gorgeous
They
Pokemon.
love me now. And then he goes, no, buddy, that's not why they made that plushie for you. And then she goes, and it's $500. Yeah, that. She's and it's $500. And he goes, you see, that's why they did it. But yeah, the fur community is really doing these stuff dirty. But also, there's also off-brand games for Pokemon that are super violent. Like they will take Pokemon and like skin to life to look. Like they'll take Pikachu and make him look all battered up. I saw, yeah, it's bad what they do. It is what? Oh, yeah, it's bad what they do. The Friends online, it's super.
Yeah, you're a weird side of the online world, which is probably
But
all of it.
here's the problem. I try to be a constitutional free speech, but you're trading on my rights to sleep at night. That's not fair. I have the right to life, liberty, and property.
That's yes.
My
Property of your sanity.
sleep, yeah.
Yes, you have the right to life, property, and so on.
I think we
But
could
you
do.
don't have the right to
I don't.
someone's
I don't
property
think
and
that's a good point.
disturb
I
it.
don't
No,
think. I think personally, that there shouldn't be crime out there.
Right.
As long as it's not like murder, of course. Stealing, of course.
Right.
If it doesn't intread on other people's natural rights, life, liberty, and property, then it shouldn't be a crime. Like hate speech, which they're trying to make a crime, that shouldn't be a
But
crime.
it's not, though.
Not yet.
So, like, there are tons of crimes out there, though.
Yes, that no one's paying attention to. There's another crime.
No, I'm saying, like, you said just murder, but, like, there's stealing, there's, like, other stuff, like...
Right. Like anything that, if it intreads on your life, liberty, or property, then it's a crime. Everything else, no. You should
I
be
think
able to
it's
do whatever
vice
you want.
versa. I don't think there's enough
And another
crimes.
thing is that the First Amendment is important, but I also think that life, liberty, and property comes to the Second Amendment, where we get the right to bear arms. Here's the thing: it says that this amendment allows a militia to own firearms. But here's the thing: people have to take and see the militia is the military because that's what they wrote it for. But if you check the timeline, the army wasn't made for America until the Constitution was done being written and America was actually a country. A militia is actually a group of citizens. They got military from the word militia because their military was a militia, a group of citizens. So the Second Amendment allowed anybody of a militia, anybody of the group of citizens to own a firearm with no strings attached. And the reason why there's so many firearm problems today, well, so many, is that there aren't more people with firearms to stop those people.
Yeah.
And I don't think guns kill people. I think people kill people,
Yeah.
but they use guns.
Of
'Cause
course.
If so, if we're trying to get rid of guns, that means got to get rid of forks because people can kill with a fork, knives, spoons, bare hands.
That reminds
We
me
should own
of
a
that Tim
license to bear-
Hawkins joke.
Wait,
Drugs.
here's the thing.
Yeah,
Drugs is a great point, Jeff.
absolutely. Medicine.
Here's the thing. If you have hands, you can kill with your bare hands.
Yeah, you
So
can choke
in that case,
people.
you should get a license or get your hands chopped off because you can murder anyone with your hands.
Yeah,
You can
it's
murder anyone
silly.
by kicking people. You can murder somebody with anything, which is actually kind of cool if you think about it. But the problem is that if so, then we have to get rid of everything.
It
We get rid
reminds me of
pants,
that
'cause you
Tim
can choke
Hawkins
someone
joke.
with pants. I'm getting there because I'm very angry. I'm on a tangent. You can do it with. You can choke somebody if you take a sweatpants and just tie it around someone's throat and choke them to death.
Stop giving the
You
audience
can, if
ideas.
so, you can kill someone with a guitar. Everything should be illegal if guns are illegal. Of course,
Yeah.
they give it an age limit to guns, of course,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
if you can't trust a kid to cut their meat with their steak without cutting their hand, so
Yeah.
of course don't give a kid with a gun. But did you know in the 1800s, when they walked to school, the oldest kid would bring the musket with them to school just in case they were attacked by an animal.
Because they had to
And they
walk
actually
there.
had racks in the school to put up your musket when you're done. So you put up your musket, and then you go to school, and then when you leave, you put on your hat, you put on your coat, take your musket, and go home.
Honestly, we lived in a different time then, though. The kids were more
But
mature and they were
actually,
taught.
the school what they're
things.
teaching, like math and
God
reading.
was more involved.
was-
That's why.
Exactly.
Of course, not back then. They actually did teach phonics, but the schooling that they had back then isn't far different than they actually had today. People try to make a drastic change, and there is a Jurassic, but in almost in political wise, and not in learning wise. The really only difference that I could find in my research was that there are more different types of math now than there was back
Yeah,
then.
that's one of the
and
jokes that I
phonics
always
are gone
make,
out
that
of
the
modern
math is
school. They
done.
don't-
We will control the vertical. We can roll the image. supposed to do it, Dad. They want us to do it this
I don't
way.
know that way. Why would they change math? Math is
it's
math.
okay,
Math
Dad.
is math.
I'll just wait for Mom to get back.
What? Well, she won't understand it any better than I do.
Teach phonics anymore in school.
It's quite silly.
Or
that they
cursive.
don't teach them.
Or cursive. Yeah,
Oh,
cursive is
yeah.
important.
Yeah, cursive.
Actually, is cursive important to learn? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I feel like it is. It's a lot easier to write.
Do you think it's easier to write in cursive?
Yeah, I mean, when I'm in a rush, absolutely.
Oh, right, because you just go,
Yeah.
you're done. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I have a struggle writing cursive.
The
I can
thing
read cursive very
with
well.
the cursive thing though is that everybody does their signature and they do it in cursive. So why are you not teaching cursive if practically everything requires you to give a signature?
That's crazy.
Like as an adult, you need to give tons of signatures.
Yep.
Or yes, my signature is just doing a signature squiggly line.
Yeah, but it's a little bit
Or
of cursive
scribbles.
with it. Yeah.
It's my signature. It's my signature scribble. Your signature? Yes, signature.
I think
scribble.
Dad's got the coolest signature I've ever seen.
Dad's really.
Yeah, Dad's got the coolest one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Have you seen his signature?
Yeah, it's like the in the line.
Sure.
Now we went from fighting to Bible
And that's okay.
to violence.
That's great.
Talking about how to scribble your name properly.
Yeah, you missed the sports.
Oh yeah, in sports. Yeah, I like this conversation.
This is cool.
You got anything else?
I can't think of anything.
You got anything you want to ask?
No, I mean, not really. Yeah, we'll be back after the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Probably my favorite guest to have on the show, Nani.
Thank you very much, sir. This is the favorite podcast. This one
Yeah.
and that other one for Once Blind podcast.
Did you
Yes.
check out their other podcast, Lilies and Lunas?
The
Girls Will Only with Godly Heart?
I have that pinned up on my Facebook page.
I haven't been able to upload anything.
Really?
Other
I
than
feel
that,
like a jerk.
that
Well, there's
video.
a good.
No, but the next I'm trying to post up this next video
Okay.
and it's not working.
You
and
should be
it's blaming
inspired,
the laptop.
Liana. You should be inspired by other YouTubers. There's a really good YouTuber, Banana Big Road Productions.
Oh wow, yeah.
And he posts that a lot, like 3 a week. Yeah, you
What's
should-
the name of your that one? Banana Brick. Yeah, that one. Okay. Damn, I'm sorry to mention that. I'm a bad cousin.
Sorry.
Oh, no, they already know. Yeah, I gotta check that out. But seriously, did you see the one I posted for Dad's birthday?
I
The
did
clay
not.
one?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. And that's,
Oh,
and the
yes,
clay
you
one.
did. Yeah.
The-
I mean,
the poker buddy? The
no.
token? All right, because I'm not trying. I don't pressure people into seeing stuff that I make, but like you really have to see
No,
it.
I
I'm
wanna
so
see
proud
it,
of I'm
yeah.
so proud of it.
For
It's
I
sure.
can put it on the computer once we're done.
Right.
Don't
But
worry about
guys, yeah, if you haven't watched BKFC, you should try it out. I
Yeah.
believe there's something.
If you're okay with blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
if you're
okay
if
with
you
what?
have a sensitive stomach.
Oh, did you know?
Or
Frankie-
ears.
I'm sorry, back onto
Huh?
back onto subject. Do you know Frankie Edgar canceled his fight?
He didn't cancel it. It was the medical team that didn't. It was the boxing commission that didn't
Good.
approve.
I love
of
that
him.
boxing commission because
Yeah.
Frankie Edgar's gonna get murdered.
That's but they
There's
didn't
so much hate
pass
trauma
him
now.
physically. Like they're like nope. Like so when it comes to the jersey, that's one of the reasons why you see bare knuckle everywhere, right? Almost everywhere now. But Jersey was one of the states that did not legal. I mean, there's still other states, obviously, but
Right.
Jersey was like a pain because they don't play when it comes to the fighters. People like saying what they want about the boxing commission, but they look out. Like
Yeah.
I remember when my first fight, I did the 139. I had to be 139, and like a month and a half later, or 2 months, I had to fight at 125. So when I was trying to get, something was wrong with my license or something had happened where I had to get Jersey's boxing commission on the phone. And I got her on the phone and she was helping me. And I forgot this amazing lady. And I'm sorry if you're watching this, but you're freaking awesome. And thank you so much. But she saw the weight from my last fight and then she saw the fight for this fight. I mean, the weight difference from that fight. She was like, honey, don't let these people play with you or use you. And she was like, you sure you want to do this fight? Or is this what you want? Like, you know, she sat there and like she was on speaker, FaceTime. Like you could see her face and my face. She did not care that there was anybody, the promotion around.
Yeah.
And she wanted to make sure that that was something that I wanted to do because obviously that big weight difference from that. So she was awesome. But back to my point is Jersey Commission does not freaking play. They are definitely always looking out for the fighters. They are not beat for any ill fit or unfair fight to happen, which is awesome. So
Yeah, it really is.
I'm so with it. Yeah, for sure. But Jersey.
Jersey. I always hated that they make fun of us, Jersey people.
They
and
hate
everything.
secretly,
With
but then
the
yeah,
accents,
The only
We're
thing that they
everything.
didn't do it in is Cobra Kai. The Cobra Kai show.
You think so? Did they?
mentioned Jersey?
Cobra
Didn't
Kai
they?
show is incredible. Have you seen
I
it?
love Cobra Kai, but I didn't see the new ones. The newer season that just dropped.
This did they make a newer season?
I thought there was a newer season. I saw something on Netflix.
They probably
It
will.
was
I
a new,
hope
it
they
was
have
it
a
a new
newer
movie or
season.
something, or if it was a new.
they have a
season?
newer movie.
It was a
Yeah.
new movie.
The
There you
new
go.
movie
So
is
the
good.
movie I didn't see, but I saw all the seasons.
So do you
Or
remember
no
at the
season.
end they were like tough as Jersey? And I was like, yeah, tough as Jersey.
They said that?
Yes.
don't
They were like
remember that.
tough
You
as
probably-
Jersey.
I gotta stop
And
fighting,
there's
bro.
the last 2 episodes they cut to saying tough as Jersey. But then when she
Jersey.
went to go leave to, I forgot where she was going, but somewhere else, her dad went tough as Jersey, and I think she said tough as like something family wherever they were living, tough as Cali or something. I was like, no, we have one good thing going, guys. You ruined it.
No.
Yeah, there's another thing that there's one of my favorite ones actually, the Jersey jokes. As when Mal's like, but that one was too long. But I like the one with King Julian. think that they arrived in New York, but instead
They're
they
in
were supposed to
Madagascar?
go to arrived in New York, but they arrived in like Kenya or something. They're
Yeah.
like, whoa, this place is a dump. We're showing that in New Jersey.
Yes, everybody's always gunning on
That
Jersey
was
for
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My psycho mentioned New Jersey, but it wasn't like oh Jersey's like no this guy he was from New Jersey. It's like because the guy was talking to me Jap. It's convoluted. I'm gonna explain later. Very nice. Confusing. Either way, guys. Yeah, like, subscribe, share it to your friends if you have any friends. If you don't have friends, then
Find some.
if-
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. But if you don't share it, that means you don't have friends. Man, I mean say 50
Pretty
people.
sure
I'm
that's
gonna
like
share.
manipulating.
But it works for some people. Either way, yeah, Gabrielle Roman.
Did you do?
No, I made a point at her, but it does look like
Are we doing it? That?
that was a mistake. I meant like pointing at you, but you know what? I bye.
Bluebirds? Bluebirds? Bluebirds.
Blippers.
Bluebirds.
Blippers. We're good? You gotta stop doing that stuff. All right.
So we have mom and dad.
Jeff.
It'll be in that area.